So is water better than wine to drink? If you're drinking wine all day? Yes, it is. Right. Would it even taste better than wine? If you've been drinking wine all night and you didn't know it was water. Probably. Right. Mm-hmm. Just gonna see if anything comes up. You can turn juice into wine in 5 days. By the way. Mm-hmm. Now, if this was new wine versus old wine, right? It ferments into new wine. New wine ferments into old wine. I guess I don't know which is which. Right. But you don't put it into. You don't put new wine into old bottles. Is that it? Is that it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it good to drink water with wine? How about that? Mm-hmm. What's interesting about wine is that it also increases metabolism for about 70 to 90 minutes. It is important to drink water when you consume wine and liquor to maintain the balance of water in your cells. Mm-hmm. Since alcohol is a diuretic, you'll note that beer is different than wine and causes cells to swell. So, you see what I mean? If you drink water after wine, it's going to taste better to you. Proven! You're wrong, John. It was always water. It never became wine. It never became wine. No. It's a superstition, I know. The governor, who didn't know it was wine, thought it wine. Thought it wine. But it was still water. It was still water. You see why? It's a diuretic, right? Right. And that's the point. That's the point. You didn't know. You didn't know. But the guy's also drunk off his ass. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And I bet Jesus tried to say to him, it was water the whole time. You didn't believe him, did you? But he was. He knew it was water the whole time. He didn't change nothing into anything. He never admitted to it, did he, John? Not that you're still here, because Christ was really resurrected, which is a different thing. And what happens if you put water in wine? How about that? All you're doing is undoing all your hard work. The water actually changes the chemical compositions of the wine. It's like the oxidation process, only it works much faster, right? That's if you put water in wine. Right. Does it? What about water after wine? Which would taste better. And you're drinking in the feast all night. Does wine contain water? Right? And yes, it has a water content of 85%. So the quality of water that goes in is absolutely critical to the end result. So you even have water in wine, but if you drink water after you drink all the wine, would it taste better? And you still, if the governor of the feast is not told, take it wine. Yeah, you see what I mean? You see what he means. It's superstition too, I know. John's superstition and the governor not knowing it was water, not lying in that one. That's why you said that, John. But the miracles were real. Like I said, if you have leprosy and you're really healed of leprosy, right? You see that transformation. You see that transformation, right? I'm just saying certain things don't quite make sense. Like the feeding of the 4,000. Well, you think only the kid brought the lunch, or everyone else was hoarding theirs, uh-huh. But when Jesus started passing out the kids' lunch, they got the message. They got the message. And started passing out theirs and started eating too, right? Hello, hello. Uh-huh. And you gathered, you know, 7 and 12 basketfuls on leftover. That means they probably all brought a little something. But it became much. It became much among 4,000 and 5,000, right? Yet funny, you didn't even reach 8,000 after Jesus was crucified, right? 1,000 less. Why is that? Why is that? Mm-hmm. And who made wine in the Bible? Well, they again mentioned Noah planted a vineyard and became inebriated, right? But you hate it when I'm what? Proven right. After all these years, right? You found out it was still water, but it tasted better than the wine. Because wine's also made out of water. 85%, right? I know. But see, I'm not doing it to make you feel stupid. That's a superstition, right? You made it superstitious because the governor didn't know. You went on his word that it was wine, right? And I bet Jesus never said it was anything but the water. When you asked him, it was still water. It was still water. It was still water. I don't know. Now I wasn't there. Superstition, right? It's like, again, every storm has an end, right? Well, Jesus just waited a few minutes. And it ended, and it ended. So he just sat down there calm, right? Knowing the storm has an end. Superstition. Versus truth. And Jesus teaches you grace to truth. I mean, we don't know everything. We didn't know a lot about then, right? Now we do. Well, how did I know the storm would part for me when I was doing my karate? I didn't, but it did. No. But something told me, right? Something hinted that it was going to do it, right? And I did my buzz staff with it. And, kind of like eating râche. I know. Riders on the storm. But someone saw it. The Yucatan people saw it. Riders on the storm. Bet she really liked me then. She really liked you then. Thought I was a god. Thought he was a god among men. The Indonesian girl. There's also wine water. Wine water. Water and wine. It also is both innovative and deliciously. This is according to dinner menus. menus, private parties, reservations, whatever. Tavern, watch, I guess, right? I don't know. But it's a myth, but it's what the governor thought. You're basing it on, right? Not and what John believed, right? That Jesus changed the water into wine, right? But I bet he never said anything directly to that fact that it was actually made into wine. I know, what I mean too, right? So this is water in wine. Reiterate, right? Yeah. It's the restaurant, anyways. Somewhere. Oh, it's in Watchung, New Jersey, right? And, but I'm not trying to devalue the miracle. But what I am saying is the man who didn't know it was water and the one who did is the one who thought it was changed into wine. And I bet Jesus never said it was anything but water. And was correct even say, no, it's still water. It was still water. It was still water. It was still water till he was blue in the face and you wouldn't believe him. But you did your own thing, right? You leaned to your own understanding and didn't acknowledge God in all your ways that he made direct my path. Right. We're superstitious. I know. Even about the storm ending suddenly, right? Because maybe Jesus was aware of storms suddenly popping up and you weren't, being fishermen yourselves, huh? But like all men, you freak out during the storm. You think it's your last day on earth. It's not. It's not. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? If it looked like you were turning back a freaking cloud as it was coming in. And you didn't know as you were doing it, it would do that, but it did. It did. Something told me to do all that. And it looked cool for a dramatic effect, huh? Yes, it did. Yes, it did, right? But see, it's timing, right? Too. Like, what am I doing? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so is water better than mine? To drink. See, that's what you asked next, right? I know. Mm-hmm. And better for you. Mm-hmm. 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 But you know it's gonna be the water, right? You know it's gonna be the water, right? Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-oh. Mm. 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 Does wine dehydrate your body, right? Yes, alcohol can dehydrate you. Alcohol is a diuretic, right? It causes your body to remove fluids from your blood through your renal system, which includes the kidneys, ureters, and bladder at a much quicker rate than other liquids. If you don't drink enough water with alcohol, you can what? Become dehydrated quickly. Right! But if you drink it after you drink wine, would it even taste like the wine? Probably. Probably. And you would still think it was that wine, but it was water when it was water. Right. There we go. There we go. You have the answer to the question. It was always water. It never became wine. It never became wine. Sorry, John.